Good morning to one and all. Now we are going to see the next chapter 5, Taxonomy and Systematic Botany. In this lesson, we have to already know about the plants. So plants are the prime companion of human beings, and we depend the plant for the sources of food, energy, shelter, clothing, drugs, beverages, oxygen and aesthetic environment. In shortly, we told us every human being is a taxonomist. Why means human beings learn to identify and describe, name and classify of food, clothes, books, games, vehicles and other objects that they come across in their life. So simply every human being is a taxonomist, and taxonomy has witnessed of various phases from the early history to the present day of the modernization. So the need of the knowledge of the plants we can realize, and also utilizing the plants for food, shelter and as a curative agents for ailments. The next is we already knew about that Theophrastus was the father of botany, and he wrote one book that name is De Historia Plantarum. So and he named and described some of the plants, that is especially 500 plants in that book. And the next one is the Dioscorides. So Dioscorides also one of the Greek physician, and he also described and illustrated his famous book is the Metria Medica, and in this book he described about 600 medicinal plants. So he was a father of botany, that is nothing but a Theophrastus, and he wrote the book is already I told no De Historica Plantarum. Okay, so in his book he wrote more than 500 plants. And next is the Dioscorides. So Greek physician described and illustrated his Metria Medica. So around 600 medicinal plants he wrote and explained in the book. And next is the species Plantarum. So Linnaeus wrote that. So he is a Carl Linnaeus, and he also wrote one of the book is a species Plantarum. So it is the strong foundation for the binomial nomenclature. And some of the key contributors included Andrea Casalponia, John Ray, Torrent Ford, Jean Pauwijn and Caspar Bauhin, also one of the contributors for the taxonomy field. But Linnaeus wrote the species Plantarum. So this book was a strong foundation for the binomial nomenclature. And next is the taxonomy. We can simply told us the transdisciplinary and dynamic subject, and is also making the use of the many branches of botany, that is cell biology, physiology and biochemistry, ecology, pharmacology, modern biotechnology, molecular biology and bioinformatics. These are the branches of the field which is arising from the botany based on the taxonomy. Okay. The next is the we understand this field is also helped to the biodiversity, wildlife and forest management of the natural resources, for the sustainable use of the plants and also eco restoration. So these are the introductions of this chapter. And the next topic is the taxonomy and systematics. So in this topic we have to learn about the what is taxonomy. So taxonomy is the word which is derived from the Greek word. So it has two divisions. So one is the taxis means arrangement, and nomos means rules or laws. Okay. So in first David and Haywood in the year of 1963 so defined the taxonomy. So what is the definition means? The science dealing with the study of classification, including the basis, principles, rules and procedures. So this is the definition of the taxonomy. Okay. by David and Hayward. Okay, so taxonomy is one of the science and classification of the organisms according to the basis of principles and rules. So this is the definition of taxonomy. And next one is the systematics. So systematics, it is one of the word which is used in the earlier, but in the later half of the 20th century only the systematic field is developed. Okay, so Simpson in the year of 1961 defined the systematics, the term. So the term systematics is the Latinized term, and it is the what he told in this systematic means. So systematic is the scientific study of the kinds and diversity of organisms and of and any and all relationship among them. Okay, so in the systematic means the science of diversity of organisms. Okay, so Simpson only defined the systematics. The next is the difference between taxonomy and systematics. So taxonomy is the discipline of classifying organisms into taxa. Okay, so systematic means, so it is a one of the already told, no, so scientific study. Okay, so broad field of biology that studies the diversification of species. ஸோ என்னென்ன வேறுபாடுகள், எவ்வளோ அந்த பல்வள தன்மை இருக்குது அப்படின்றது வந்து, ஸோ ஸ்பீசிஸோட அந்த பரிணாம வளர்ச்சியோட அந்த டைவர்சிஃபிகேஷன் வந்து படிக்கக்கூடிய ஃபீல்டு தான் வந்து சிஸ்டமேட்டிக்ஸ். அண்ட் டாக்ஸானமி governs the practices of naming, describing, identifying and specimen preservation. So mostly it tell about the names by the according to the basis of the morphology. So describing and identifying and defining. Okay, so that is the taxonomy. But systematic means evolutionary history and phylogenetic relationship in addition to taxonomy. So in the taxonomy oda the சேர்த்து, ஸோ இது வந்து அடிஷ்னலாக வந்து which gives the ancestors. ஸோ மூதாதையர்கள் அவங்களுடைய பேரண்டல் யார், ஸோ எந்த பிளான்ட்லேருந்து இந்த பிளான்ட்டு ஆர் ஆர்கானிசம்ஸ் வந்து டெவலப் ஆகிருக்கு அப்படிங்கிறத வந்து சொல்லக்கூடியதான் வந்து சிஸ்டமேட்டிக்ஸ். ஸோ சிம்ப்ளி டாக்ஸானமி மீன்ஸ் கிளாசிஃபிகேஷன் ப்ளஸ் நாமன்க்ளேச்சர், that is the taxonomy. Systematic means taxonomy plus phylogeny is equal to systematics. So this is the difference of taxonomy and systematics. And the next topic is taxonomy hierarchy. Okay, so taxonomic hierarchy was introduced by Carolus Linnaeus. Okay, so Carolus Linnaeus is the arrangement of the various taxonomic levels in descending order, starting from kingdom up to species. Okay, so kingdom is the starting and last one is the species. So taxonomy hierarchy was introduced by Carolus Linnaeus. The first one is the systematic hierarchy or taxonomic hierarchy. Okay, this taxonomic hierarchy, the first one is the kingdom and phylum or division, class, order, family, genus and species. Okay, so in simply we have to learn one by one. The first one is the species. So smallest one is the species. So species is the lowest of organisms and that shows the high level of the similarities among the organisms. So simply we can told as the organisms that can interbreed with each other. For example, Helianthus annus and Helianthus tuberosus. So these two species differ in their morphology only, but both of them are herbs. So Helianthus tuberosus is a perennial herb. So perennial means, so one year is going to the vegetative and remaining one year is going to the reproductive. Okay, so species is the lowest of the classification and which possess the high level of the similarities. And the next one is the genus. So genus is the consist of multiple species and they have the similar characters but differ from species of another genus. For example, Helianthus is one of the genus and Tridux also another one of the genus. So both the genus group has the differ of the species from each other. Okay. The next one is the family. So family means it consists of the, simply we can say, similar genera. Okay. So number of genera and also share some similarities among them. For example, Astraceae. So Astraceae is one of the family which possess the two different genus. One is the Helianthus and another one is the Tridactys. Okay. The next one is the order. So order means it includes the so many group of families and also which possess the less similarities among them. Okay. And the next one is the class. So class consists of the similar orders. Okay. So group of orders and also which possess the few similarities only. And then next one is the phylum or division. So phylum or division is the next level of the classification and is consists of the number of similar classes. And first highest level of the rank of the classification is the kingdom. Okay. So example, Plantae. Okay. Then simply we can see the one of the example in this box. So kingdom is the rank, high level of the rank. Okay. From the descending order we have to arrange in this box. So kingdom, so is not has the any ending point, any ending portion. Example, Plantae. Animalia also one of the kingdom. And phylum or division, so ending is the Phyta. Example, Magnilophyta. And subdivisions also here there. So Pythenia, so Magniliopythenia. So classes, the next one. So classes must end with Opsida. Okay. Astropsida. And subclasses also in some of the families they have. So which must end with the idea. So Astridia. And order. So order must end with ales. Example, Astrales. In some family which possesses the suborder. So suborder means it is also must end with the Ineae. So Astrinae. And family Iaceae. Example, Astraceae. Already I told in the Astraceae family the two genus. So one is the Helianthus and another one is the Tridactys. No. And subfamily which must end with the Oideae. So Asteroideae. And tribe must end with the Eae. Helianthae. And genus Helianthus and subgenus Helianthus. And series is in some family which possess the series. And last one of the taxonomy hierarchy is the species. Example, Helianthus annus. So in this tabular column we can easily understood the taxonomic or systematic hierarchy. So from the high level rank kingdom to and low level rank is the species. Okay. So kingdom, division or phylum, class, order, family, genus and series. Okay. So this is the taxonomic hierarchy. Thank you.